Missing your only chance to get a sip of water during a 10,000-meter race can be a fatal mistake. Thankfully, Singaporean runner So Rui Yang decided to show everyone what real sportsmanship is. Since he was 3 years old, Adam has dreamed of getting a dog for his birthday. Well, today he turns 12 and still has no idea that he will remember this birthday forever.
Oh my gosh! I'm gonna cry. Okay.
This paralyzed woman is stuck on the 31st floor while her apartment is on the 44th. So what did the local fire department do? Sent a squad of 3 firefighters to give her a lift, of course. This guy isn't an Olympic swimmer or even a lifeguard, but he has a good heart and is 100% certain that he would do anything in his power to help someone in need. And that's exactly what he does. This hedgehog was looking to escape the heat in a river, but started to drown. Luckily, construction workers spotted him and saved his little life with an excavator bucket. If you've ever wondered what true gratitude looks like, watch the reaction of someone meeting their donor. He's not just a sales consultant, he's a real hero who's waited a long time to show what he's capable of. And finally, his time has come. And this officer came to arrest someone who ordered mayonnaise with their fries. Just kidding. This is what happens when a courier gets arrested and a police officer kindly decides to complete the delivery.
Thanks!
What could be more touching than a gift from children who look to you not just as their teacher, but as their beloved Mrs. Pow Pow? That's right, only your sincere reaction and tears of joy. James never celebrated his birthdays, but in his new foster family, it's time to learn what love and care are. His first birthday cake should help with that. Siofra Lawless is now the World Junior Boxing Champion, and she thought the moment of glory was over as soon as she stepped off the pedestal with the cup. But this is what she got when she came back to her home school. This elderly man was just 2 months shy of his 84th birthday when his beloved dog died. Now, the day has come to open gifts, but they aren't for him at all. You know you're raising your daughter right when she's able to unite half the city with her charity fundraiser at the age of 3. You know your husband is a true gentleman when he instinctively offers his help to a woman who's afraid of heights, saying, "If anyone's gonna fall, it'll be me." This guy understands that a true champion isn't the one who finishes first, but the one who respects his opponents. This boy's coach is all in, helping him adapt to life after encephalopathy. From wheelchair to skateboard, he's making sure his student shreds. Gianni's dream day is here, meeting his hero. And yep, this moment is unforgettable. No, I'm not crying. I just got a bat in my eye, okay? These are probably the kindest police officers you've ever seen. They lead by example and demonstrate what it means to take a situation into your own hands. This royal guard could have carried on with his service, paying no attention to tourists, but his big heart understood how much a photo would mean to this boy. Heavy rain and wind aren't major obstacles to getting home unless you have a small child with you. Thanks to some caring security guards, this little family will be warm soon. Remember, you don't need flashing lights to help people in need. It's impossible to describe the feelings and emotions of someone seeing color for the first time, but you can clearly see them in Brian, who's finally seeing a new, wonderful world thanks to some special glasses. Mei Chan may be a young otter, but she already knows the importance of keeping her living area clean, so she always does her chores with enthusiasm. Losing his legs didn't stop Richard Whitehead from competing. Now, as a Paralympian, he sets an example for all of us to keep fighting, even inspiring his competitors. This small gesture of kindness by one man turned out to be invaluable for a turtle who came to eat seaweed and almost stayed here forever. Henrietta is a real member of the family, so her birthday is treated like everyone else's. The way everyone's singing together for her is so touching. These guys couldn't walk past a mother with a stroller without offering help. Our world is full of random acts of kindness, and each of us can make them happen more often. A father taught his son that every second counts in a bike race, but when he saw his son holding water for him, he just couldn't pass by without hugging his little helper. Those who say dogs are just animals have never had such a good boy by their side. They're truly man's best friend. It's horrifying to imagine what would have happened to this swan trapped in an icy snare in the middle of a lake. Thankfully, somebody noticed in time and took it to the caring hands of veterinarians for proper treatment. Surprising as it may sound, crossing the street can be a truly frightening experience for elderly people, so your help and support mean a lot to them. Christmas gifts matter, especially for those who have no one. Seeing his reaction makes you believe a simple jacket can really turn things around. Here's a staircase with a story, because one step was more than just a step to her dog, Max. It's been painted over, but Max's memory, it's here to stay. Apparently, this UPS driver wakes up every day and says to himself, do your job well, be happy, and make others happy. Although this little one managed to survive on the streets, he was powerless against hunger. Now he's crying tears of happiness. So am I. This guy really wanted to help fight the pandemic, but all he could do was buy as many packs of masks as possible and deliver them to those he trusted most, the police. Just look at their reaction. When this an ordinary day turns into a fairy tale for a little fire truck enthusiast. I'm pretty sure it'll stick in his core memory forever. This cop may not have any medals, but he sure has a golden heart. This grandma was alone in the heavy rain, but the security officer not only covered her with an umbrella, but also escorted her to her destination. Now, let's appreciate this surfer girl who took care of her favorite ocean by cleaning up the garbage. Who knows what kind of trouble this sloth could have gotten into by spending half a day crawling across the road. When this baby elephant fell into a trench, it was completely helpless. All it could do was call for help and hope that the nightmare would end. Try telling us about a more romantic way to meet in the comments, but honestly, we're pretty skeptical. Just imagine the emotions of a stepfather who finds out that his stepdaughter has been collecting the inspiring notes he's been leaving her before school all these years. A flood nearly robbed the residents of this city of everything except hope for salvation, because they knew that there were real heroes who were ready to risk it all to rescue those in trouble. This girl's conscience wouldn't allow her to walk past a lost Shiba Inu, so she came up with a plan to find out which floor the owner of this good boy lived on. Royal guards generally don't allow their horses to be touched, but this gentleman kindly decided to make an exception for a blind tourist. These eco-activists were protesting against global warming, but in an ironic twist of fate, they accidentally chose one of the coldest days of the month. Thankfully, the Austrian police were prepared to